What's up, guys? My name is SnyperSama, but you can call me Sniper. Welcome back to the channel. In today's build, we are going over a new one, and I think it is going to be a lot of people's favorites. At least for me, it worked out really well, and I am titling this the safest and strongest build that you can make in Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, what I mean by that is there's a lot of people that are both in my YouTube comments, on Twitch, in Discord servers, Reddit threads, whatever it may be, that they think there's a massive distinction. You can't have a meta build and have safe quality of life supportive skills. I'm here to tell you I disagree. I think that is the dumbest thing on the planet. Truth be told, I think some of the strongest builds on the planet, especially in games like this with like Monster Hunter, utilize some of the comfiest skills like Quick Sheath. Every single longsword speedrunner that I have seen uses Quick Sheath. It's not a damage skill, not technically at least. It's a comfy skill. It lets you use your weapon at another level. Great Sword also uses Quick Sheath. Artillery for Charge Blade Gun Lance. None of these directly affect the amount of damage that we are having. They are not attack boost. They're not critical boost. They're not weakness exploit for the affinity. Nothing. And there are so many people that sit there and be like, you shouldn't call your build meta. Why? Because it has recovery up or divine blessing? Because you might be a speedrunner? Newsflash. Not everybody plays like that. We all have our fun, we all have our own spin on the game, and everybody likes to play something a little different. Meaning, I'm here to drop what I would consider the strongest, safest build. And that is going to be something that takes full advantage of all the affinity boosters, all the attack boosters, but also lends itself to have some of the best defensive capabilities that we have seen thus far, and especially what's crazy about it is that it is able to be done with all base game Monster Hunter Wilds gear. So, let's get started. For this build, you're going to use pretty much any weapon that you want, okay? In this case, these are the dual blades that I was using for the Proof of a Hero fight and to farm other monsters, Burst Boost and Lord Soul. In the case of this, it's going to be specific to your weapon, depending on what weapon you are rocking, but ideally, you want to have an attack focus normally, and you want attack infusions. Active skills are the only thing that really matters here. Ebony Odogaron's Power and Lord Soul. As far as everything else goes, you can make sure to ask in the comments if you're unsure, or you can check some of my other builds to get an idea of what I normally would recommend, okay? I clicked the wrong button. There we go. Arc Vulcan Gamma Helmet. Arc Vulcan Van Braces. Gamma. Arc Vulcan Gamma Van Braces. There we go. Both of these are really good. And the reason they're really good is not only do we get to take full advantage of Lord Soul with just these two pieces, but it also gives us Flayer 2 and Weakness Exploit level 5 with additional decoration slots to match. Then we have something that we don't see often, and that is Numinous Shroud, both in the beta variant for the chestplate and the waist with the overlay beta. And the reason we're using both of these is because of another skill called Super Recovery. You'll notice, though, we have Hasten Recovery with the Arc Vulcan gear. Well, Hasten Recovery, the way it works, if you hit the monster within X amount of time for X amount of hits, this is varying based on what weapon you're using, you will generate a small amount of health. You see, we have 150 health with a food buff. Maybe you only heal for 5 HP every, we'll say, 8 hits with dual blades. Doesn't sound like a lot, but dual blades hits a lot. A full combo string is somewhere around 50 or 60, I believe. It adds up insanely quickly. Now, if you were to pair that with Numinous Shroud, you get Super Recovery, which allows the health gauge to continue to slowly recover up to the maximum value, even if there is no red health. So when you get health, you lose a chunk of it, and some of it becomes red. That red health is passively regenerating. What this means is that red health, once it is done regenerating, it will keep going. Meaning, thanks to Zoshia's Pulse with the Super Recovery and Arkfeld's Hunger with Hasten Recovery, not only you're getting healed from fighting the monster, but you're getting healed from fighting the monster well and not getting hit. But on top of that, you have burst boost for the damage increase. And that is where the Guardian Ebony Greaves beta come into play, because you get burst boost and an additional level 3 and level 2. This is a little contingent if you want the maximum amount of damage on having a Golden Age charm with attack boost 4, 3 thanks to the actual charm itself, and 1 as the weapon decoration slot available. Overall, this build is really, really nice because it hits everything. We're going to ahead and touch on the decorations. We have 1, 2, and 3 Mighty Jewels. This allows us to take full advantage of maximum might for additional affinity boosting. This gives us 1, 2, 3 levels of Steadfast, because this is in-game base game build. Steadfast is going to make it to where you don't have to worry about getting stunned. Then you have 1, 2 levels of Divine Protection. Thanks to the boots that we're using, we already have 1, meaning we have 3 levels of Divine Blessing. And then we have 1 Challenger Jewel and 1 Chain Jewel for a grand total of Crit Boost 5, Attack Boost 4. Razor Sharp is at least what I have, but that'll be contingent based on what weapon you guys are playing. Weakness Exploit 5, Agitator 5, Maximum Might 3, Divine Blessing 3, Stun Resistance 3, with Flare and Burst, Coalescence with Earplugs. And on top of all of that, you get Burst Boost for damage increase, both raw and elemental. Hasten Recovery to just keep healing the more you fight. Super Recovery to passively heal in the luller periods where maybe you're not fighting as well. And you get the 5% damage increase. And you have Guardian's Protection, meaning if you are using this build to go fight the new 10-star Arch-Tempered Archveld, you are actually going to end up being in a better spot because it reduces the elemental damage and unique damage that you take while you're there. It ends up being a perfect build to farm one of the best endgame monsters for more talismans, or just because you like fighting it. This build is insanely well done. You are able to get away with everything. Not only because you sit there and take damage, but because you're able to heal it. You can see here, like I was saying, if we were to do a full Demon Flurry combo, we have 48 different hits, okay? Let's say I only was getting a heal every 8 hits. 48 divided by 8 is 6, meaning 6 different instances of healing, not including the passive healing that we're getting, not including the damage that we are outputting. I mean, let's be real, guys. This is one of the strongest, safest builds so far. We do have a couple more updates. 10-star Gogmazios is coming. 10-star Zoshia is coming. In fact, I actually just beat, a couple days ago, 10-star Rompopolo. Super, super fun quest. Really enjoyed it. This is the new drip, by the way. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys are... let me know what you guys are rocking as far as drip goes, because we're at the very end of the game, which means you should have most stuff, meaning you can craft whatever it is that you want. But this build is a lot of fun. It lends itself to be really, really good in all hands. You get full advantage of everything. Thanks to weakness exploits 30%, maximum mights 30%. You're sitting at an easy 60% affinity. Include agitator, you're at 75%. This doesn't even include the raw damage increases that you are getting from burst boost with the +8, and agitator with the additional +20. It's insane. Like, the fact that this is in-game base game gear is absolutely ludicrous, because my skill sheets just look ridiculous, because I installed Monster Hunter World just to go see what base game stat sheets looked like before, and it is so night and day how far we've come. I saw something on social media the other day that said that the Proof of a Hero quest itself has somewhere around 510,000 health as a group of 4, whereas in-game World Iceborne Fatalis had like 140k or something like that. Absolutely ludicrous how far we've come and how much we all love and enjoy this game. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's build. Thank you all for coming to watch it, and thank you all for hanging out. Much love, much support to all of you. I hope all of you are doing well. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Farewell.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.